guys. I'm Lamaya.
I'm Chantal, and this is Suddenly Saved.
This is Suddenly Saved. We just want to thank you guys for joining in on part 2 of our testimonies. Today we're going to get into Chantal's testimony and get to know a little bit about our sister in Christ.
Woo, yes.
Woo.
Part 2.
Yes.
Thank you for coming back.
Okay.
'Cause
as the season go on, you'll see that we're some real nuts in real life.
I'll go ahead and say I have bullet points written out. I'm very off the wall. That's really to keep me on track so that I don't start going spiraling.
Girl, this is your testimony. This is your time to do what you need to. This is 30 years to unpack.
Yeah, and we're gonna graze over it.
Yes.
And dig in over time. So thank you. And once again, if this is your first episode and you didn't get to see Lamaya's testimony, she just shared hers. Go back and check it out.
Yes.
And the why behind even starting off with our testimonies is because there's power in your testimony. To just show how the Lord has worked, how he has been a part of it, even when you are in darkness, no matter how deep, he is there. There's no way that you can outrun or hide from him. So why not share our testimony?
Yes.
Before we start asking people about theirs.
Yeah, you need to know about my dirt.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So first things first, walk me through life as little Chantal. What was that like?
Chantal. Some people will argue I'm still little Chantal.
Yeah, I mean you are still little Chantal.
Little Chantal.
Yeah.
So I was born in a small town. I've been in North Carolina, born and raised.
Okay.
And really early on, I remember my childhood being pretty, like, quote unquote normal.
Okay.
Like, we would go to Myrtle Beach every summer and we would have family cookouts.
We love normal.
You know, just outing.
Yeah, it's a blessing to be normal.
Whatever normal is. And I just remember there being a lot of laughter and love and support from both sides of my family.
Yeah.
So really, I like to say I didn't grow up in church. I grew up around it.
Okay.
So I would go to Vacation Bible School. I would go with my grandparents to church.
Okay.
But I didn't, like, the Bible was not something, we had a Bible, but it wasn't opened.
Oh, so it was just sitting there collecting.
It was just collecting.
Understood.
But I really didn't start noticing too much of a difference in my upbringing until I was maybe like 7 or 8.
Okay.
So that's when my parents were together. So to give a little bit more background about them, they were not married, but they were together.
Okay.
So I was in a 2-parent household, but I noticed that I didn't see love.
So how was that for you? Like, what was that life like with your parents are unmarried. Like, were there complications within the home? Like, did you feel, just walk me through what that was like.
That looked like.
Yeah.
I didn't really know why they weren't married. I didn't understand the covenant. I didn't know I didn't understand the covenant of marriage. I thought it was more of just business.
Okay.
Like, it's just the government. That was it.
I mean, yeah.
I definitely knew that there was brokenness.
Okay.
On, like, my parents just coming together as one.
Okay.
Because, I mean, not only were they not married, but just in general, I didn't see how they were that compatible.
Okay.
Even as a child.
So lots of disagreements and things.
Yes.
Okay.
So there would be mornings of, like, waking up and I could hear them having disagreements around finances, around just overall support and who was doing what. And because finances were such a big discussion in my household, I saw my mom at a young age working 2 or 3 jobs. I haven't ever really known her not to work or just one job.
Okay.
Because although my dad was a long distance truck driver, there were just difficulties with managing money, and my mom, she took on those financial burdens. Yeah, because you know, she had a house payment and she had bills.
She was a grown woman handling business, trying to take care of her daughter.
And although it was just me, she's one of 8.
Yeah.
So she saw what it looked like to not always have everything, and so she did
Yeah.
want to make sure that I could have.
Yeah. And I can relate to that. So yeah.
Yes. So just due to my parents' work schedules, honestly, I would say I lived, to be honest, I lived with my grandparents.
Okay.
Until I was old enough to start being at home by myself.
Okay.
And even though I know my parents were out working, I'm a child, so I still felt abandoned.
Yeah.
I still was confused about, well, if you love me, like, why are you not here with me?
Yeah.
Why am I, there's different events at school. Why, when I look out in the audience,
Y'all weren't present.
yeah, like my grandparents would come, or my aunts, my uncles, and my cousins, but sometimes you just want your parents.
Absolutely.
Just
I mean,
want
that's
your
natural.
parents.
So, did you have, I know you said that had a knowledge of God. Did you have a relationship with him during this time?
So yeah, I I can't even really remember a time when I didn't believe there was a God or like know about him.
Okay.
Because I was all to myself, he was my friend. Like, I don't know, it was like he I could talk to him, and although it might sound odd, like, who's she talking to? I knew I had a really strong feeling that there was someone watching me and protecting me and looking over me and guiding me, to where, yeah, we were locked in. Like,
Yeah, so Chantal didn't have an imaginary friend. She had Jesus. And that's a blessing. It wasn't Casper you was talking to. It was Jesus.
it was Jesus. So, and I mean, even with the abandonment, I didn't even classify it as abandonment until 2023.
Okay.
I didn't even start getting into that until I went to therapy, because I didn't know I had suppressed those feelings.
So I heard you talk about your relation, like, how your mom sacrificed a lot to take care of you. So what did that relationship with your dad look like?
There was definitely a wedge that started around between 8 to 10. I started having trust issues with my dad.
Okay.
Of saying we were gonna do something and then not following through, or just making what felt like promises as a child, and knowing that I can't trust my dad to actually deliver.
That's tough.
So I those trust issues started early on.
Okay.
And I know that they kind of started wedging in with my trust issues with God.
Okay.
Because, I mean, with my earthly father, I can't trust, and it's harder for me to conceptualize trusting a heavenly father.
True, girl. You're preaching to the
that
choir.
I can't see.
Yeah.
But I will say, the Lord, he did show up in other ways.
Okay.
So I had a grandfather, my mom's father, that was my best friend.
Yeah.
He watched me.
Yeah.
As long as I can, from me being a baby to me being 16, able to drive.
Yeah.
He was my road dog. Like, we did everything together.
That was bestie.
And my uncle, who's my dad's brother, we were very close.
Okay.
So God, although my relationship with my earthly father was distant, I still had father figures.
Okay.
That I could trust, that I could depend on.
So, okay, with that being said, how did that set the stage for, preteen, teenage years? Like,
just my teenage years. I think around the time I was like 11 or 12, my parents, they split up.
Okay.
And I mean, on one end, I was like, okay, I'm not in a 2-parent household, but I wanted to see my parents happy. I wanted to see them be loved, even if it wasn't with each other.
Yeah.
But at the same time of the split, I began to get bullied.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was not always confident and felt like I was
that girl.
That girl.
That girl.
For like
so natural. Yeah.
Girl. But I mean, from my clothes, from my hair, from my forehead, from my teeth, being too skinny, being too dark, like every type of way that you could tear someone down, I just started to really hate myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't, I didn't understand why, like, if I was trying to be nice to people, I got pushed away, or like if I'm being smiling, people are like, "Why are you smiling so much?"
People just was hating because you have a beautiful smile, and I don't see. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with your forehead,
girl. Kids
are just off, girl. That's why I'm like, God, give me the strength when it's time for me and when it comes to my daughter, because Lord,
yeah.
But yeah,
so okay, so in that, I remember coming home, I was upset. I wrote in my journal, I was like, Lord, please make me pretty.
Yeah,
like, give me confidence. I want to be beautiful. I want people to tell me that I'm beautiful and not telling me, speaking death to me.
So do you feel like were there other ways like you were seeking validation besides just like appearance?
Yeah. So I got braces.
Okay.
I had acne, but it cleared up.
God is good.
God is good all the time. Puberty came in around this time too.
Okay.
So now I'm starting to get
a little body yaddy.
A little getting noticed. Similar to your testimony, it's like, oh, there's more than one boy that likes me. At this time, I like this. Okay. It's like,
it's riveting.
And because I didn't know my identity in Christ, and at the time, my dad is now out of the house. My mom is working to cover everything financially. I have my grandparents. I don't have any siblings. Who am I talking to about feeling this way? Like, oh, I'm gonna call up a guy that thinks I'm cute.
I'm gonna call on town.
I'm gonna call somebody and talk to them, and I started getting that comfort. Like, I didn't realize I was feeling a void with boys, which turned into men, but that was my comfort. If I feel alone, I would call somebody, so I don't have to think about the fact that I'm alone.
So that's how you were dealing with the emotions. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You gotta, if you don't put it in Christ, if you don't even know, then you go to outward sources. You go to, like, what can the world give me for this temporary satisfaction? Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because the flesh is never satisfied. So you're going to be seeking and more and more and more, and not knowing that you're harming yourself, and you're not going to get that satisfaction, that fulfillment that you're looking for.
Yeah. And where was your dad and all of this?
Where was my dad? So, it's gonna be a whole nother topic, Tom.
Oh, we got plenty to take.
We got plenty, but I feel like he moved. He went on with his life. Like, he met a girlfriend, and I loved her. Like, I enjoyed his girlfriend and her family, and all that was. I was happy to see him happy.
Okay,
but it also, I didn't feel like I was a priority. I didn't feel like I was chosen. It felt like there was always something or somebody that came before I did.
Okay.
And it was hard. Okay. It was hard for me to deal with just feeling forgotten.
Okay.
About my father. And I think that's what also with the men, because I didn't have that relationship with my father. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to guys.
And I definitely relate to that because I was the same way. But we'll unpack that in another time. But yeah, it's sad how, that lack of attention and affection from your earthly father can get you to start craving and desiring attention from guys who don't even see your value and love you the way your dad is supposed to love you, Yes.
And I would still say my prayers at night. Like, I still had that foundation, but it was habitual. Yeah. It was like, let me check the box because I just want to say my prayers. God,
I want to go to heaven.
Yeah. Heaven, but my heart was it was drifting.
Okay. So now, what time period are we getting ready to step into when this drifting began?
So high school, I also just started focusing on school.
Okay.
I got to get out of here. Money's been a topic in my household since I can remember. So I got to get a good job. And how you get a good job? You got to go to college. So my grades mattered. I was working part-time jobs so that I could save up because I was like, I don't know financially how this is going to work for me to go to college. I don't want to put any stress on my mom. So that's where I would just start hustling. I was working 2 part-time jobs.
Yeah.
I'll tell you mine since I asked you your part.
Yeah.
My first job was at Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, country.
Down home, down the street.
And before you leave there, I just want to ask, so do you think that watching your mom work so hard is where this sense of overachievement came from?
Yes. Because I didn't like watching her work so much. And I was like, okay, I want a family of my own one day. I got to figure out a way to work one job that I can still financially be secure and then also have balance.
Okay.
And not be so consumed with work.
Okay.
So like God really put that in my heart early on of how can I get there? Like strategically, what do I need to do now in high school so that when it's time to get a job, I can I don't have to miss out.
Yeah, you want to be sustained in that season, so I get that.
Right. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That question.
Yes, girl.
So now we're at college. Like when I drifting a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Okay, because clearly we're focused on grades. You know, we're getting some attention from guys, acne clearing up, teeth nice.
I was that good girl. I tried to do what was right. I was the one that if my friends was cussing, I was going to be like, you shouldn't be doing
honorable Chantal.
I was my integrity was deep at the time.
And that's so beautiful.
And
yeah.
He has restored that.
Yeah.
That integrity, but
he has his that integrity sometimes keeps me in check, okay? Because it's mouth.
Too integral sometimes. But the Lord convicts me quick. If I do so, I'd be like, not return the shopping cart. Like, no, I gotta do that because I don't know who's gonna need a shopping cart next. My mind.
Girl. I mean, I love that. I love that. And go ahead. Okay, yeah. So clearly you just brought up that you started drifting in college, as most of us do.
So freshman year, and we talked about it a little bit during Lamaya's testimony, but when you come to college, you basically have a platter of everything that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
And you get to pick which one you want to do. And usually it doesn't, you might have one primary, but the other one's usually accompanied.
Yeah.
So I remember the first time going to college, I don't know if I had never had alcohol, but even like experiencing that and knowing what drunkenness feels like, I didn't know.
Girl, that was a time.
I was taking shots. And I'm like, well, I don't feel anything.
Oh, well, you felt it, girl. Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
hit you too late.
So that was when, you just exposed. You're away from family. You're away from your upbringing. Yeah. Like, I want to see what the world has to offer.
Yeah.
And after my freshman year, I stayed pretty good. Like freshman year, I was pure. I had made a promise to my grandmother that I was going to wait until I had graduated high school at the minimum.
Okay.
And I kept that.
Okay.
But sorry family if you're watching this right now.
It'll be okay.
You can skip this part.
It's okay. You're 30. You're a grown woman.
Okay. My grandfather, he died.
Okay.
Not say unexpectedly, but yeah, he had just went with my grandma to a doctor's appointment, and it was her doctor's appointment, and he went to the doctor's office and had a heart attack, and that was numbing. Like, that was the first time that I literally, my phone was going off. People were asking because they knew how close they were. What can I do? And I had nothing.
Yeah.
I had nothing to give anyone because this was the man that I trusted. This is my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, my grandfather and my mom, those my rock.
Yeah, absolutely.
My other grandmothers too. I love y'all. But Homer.
Oh, Homer, yeah.
The fact that I called my granddad Homer.
Yeah.
But that was his.
That's different.
Well,
Homer was the homie. Yeah.
So, and this was the closest death that I had experienced. So I wanted comfort, and that's when lust came into the play. That's when okay, well, I've been entertaining guys for a certain amount of time. Now it's time to act on it because life is short. I don't know how much time I have. I don't know if I'm gonna get married. I want to experience all the things, glitz and the glam.
Okay, because in your mind, who wants to die a virgin? You know, and it's so sad to even.
And I even was like, well, my parents aren't married, so if they would have waited until they got married, I wouldn't be here. My mind went down
the drain. Just well,
what everybody's talking, what all the hype is about, and you know, that started that slippery slope of opening up doors. Okay. I did not know. I had cousins who had children early, so I didn't know, like, okay, I want to wait to become a mother. Okay. So I early on was like, let's see with the birth control.
Lock in.
And I knew about sexually transmitted things. Yeah. What I did not know was the transmitted demons and spirits that come along. I did not know that sex was spiritual.
I don't think unless you had parents who were really beating that in, like, I wouldn't say beating, but really like drilling that into your head. I had no idea. Like, honestly, I don't even know if my mom had any idea till she was grown, you know?
I don't know. And I've noticed a lot of people, and that's going to be its own episode, but shoot, even me saying that word on camera, I'm like, why am I like this?
You're so innocent. But she's not, y'all. Don't let her fool you.
Let's get back. So where were we? So then, college, doing my thing,
doing dibble dabble,
to the fullest degree, and I'll get more in on college, a different episode.
Okay.
But my senior year, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Okay.
And
I'm sure that was heavy.
That was heavy. She's my other rock. Like, I don't have my grandfather. I don't know what's happening with my mom. I go on autopilot.
Okay.
And I just take the first job that I could get.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I gonna have to make a mortgage? I had no idea what was about to go down with life.
And see, that sets a scene for, you know, some drastic things to go on from that moment. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm gonna just speed along because I know I'll get more into the weeds as we continue on.
Yeah.
But
so what's next?
The job. Yeah, take the job offer. The job offer required me to go to grad school.
Okay.
I go to grad school. I go into a deeper depression because I can't understand that. Like, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
And school had always been my thing. That my identity was in school. Nothing else. Chantal understood school.
Them academics was academicing.
So I'm like, why am I struggling so much? So keep getting deeper and deeper into finding comfort through men. And I was never really a relationship girly, but I was someone that would just enjoy being around having men like friends. Okay. Sometimes that led to more, sometimes it didn't. Okay. But, you know, I just needed someone. I couldn't get through all this pressure alone. And I know at this point, I don't even know if I was still going to church, but it wasn't really penetrating my heart. Okay. I was still able to be getting deeper into sin while serving. Like, I didn't have any conviction. That's a scary place to be, where you are right there at church, but you don't feel any conviction about living outside of his word.
Yeah, because that's how the enemy has you.
Graduated, thought it was going to get better when I came to Charlotte, and I started my dream job.
And that was a huge mistake, thinking it was going to get better moving to Charlotte, of all places, especially from a small town girl.
So I came here, I had been working my whole life to have a dream job where I could be out on my own, and I was miserable. Yeah. Very early on, I felt like a failure. I just spent my whole life building up to this point to feel like I don't want to do this. Yeah. Now what do I do? That was a quarter life crisis right there, spiraling even more with, I don't want to deal with work, so I'm going to go out. I'm going to be around people that may not be leading me in the right way. Okay. Because what's the word say? That bad company corrupts good character.
And it
How
does.
good you think you are, who you hang with.
It makes all the difference.
Influential.
Yeah.
So just to check in on my relationship with God during this time, my heart was far. Even though I had a lot of fun during my mid-20s and during my kind of going up to the late 20s, really from 27, your time frame as well.
Yeah.
Like that 22 to 27, I had a lot of fun, but I had no peace.
Yeah.
I had no joy, and I was empty.
Yeah.
And on the outside, it looked like I had everything. You have the job. So at this time, I had changed to a different job. You have the job, you have the car, you have a home, you have like check. And I'm like, why do I still feel so empty? Why, with each accomplishment, each goal that I make, I still feel like I need to be doing more.
Yeah.
And that's that feeling that your flesh will never be satisfied. What was missing was God.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was angry with him. So I'm trying to speed along, but also hit the key points. 2020 was a pivotal moment because I lost my uncle to COVID. And this is the second man. So my grandfather, I trust him as a man. He's gone. I have my uncle. Now he's gone. So God really set the stage for...
He was stripping you from. Well, let me not make it seem like he was stripping you, but he was pruning. He was pruning you to bring you back. Yeah,
because I look to them as my foundation.
Yeah,
God is your. He was like pulling it.
God is your firm foundation.
What am I supposed to do? I don't have them. And I'll get more because that's the testimony in itself of going from someone so strong in my family. My uncle was the one he was a leader in our family, to him looking to me to be his emergency contact, to make decisions when it came to him being on life support.
And I'm sure
that was big at 25. Like that was a year that I actually became an adult and I started going to therapy. Because I knew that I had some trauma, some things I needed to deal with and get out. I felt, instead of turning to God with the grief of my uncle, I turned to fitness. I put it into my body. So you would think, you're taking care of your temple, but no, it was more of I'm taking supplements. I'm eating because I need to gain weight. I need to be thick. That's what that's the goal. That's right? The goal. But it wasn't healthy. It didn't matter what it was doing to me. And the attention that I was getting was not for who Chantal really is. It was what I looked like. And I began to idolize my body, fitness, and fornication increased, partying, alcohol, all of it started to enhance. And then all of a sudden, I had my first healthy relationship. So I had been the single girl. And then now it was time for me to date someone. And he was a good guy. Like, he was someone that my family enjoyed. I enjoyed his family and his friends. And it was that cookie cutter. I'm like, okay, well, I have all the pieces now. Why do I still feel like
empty?
Something's missing?
So, I didn't know. I don't want to ask a question if you had something else that you were going to say.
No, I mean, just in that, I still miss the street. I wasn't done with the world.
You just said you missed the streets.
I did. Did it slip out? I did. Like,
I heard it.
So I had it. I had everything that you could want. And I still was like, why do I feel like I'm missing something?
Because that's what the enemy will do when he will glamorize something, when in reality you should be content with what you have now because it is good. But no, let me show her what life looks like on this side. Just come back and get a taste of this side.
Come back. Yeah, are you sure? Because you missed some time during COVID. You missed a little time.
You're not done really, being out there.
And I wasn't, so I went back. So I mean, I left the relationship and I went back out because I was like, I don't know if I'm done, and I want to get it all out of my system before I settle down. So
what happened?
What happened?
Just like, a brief overview of what happened to make you want to say, okay, I'm done with this. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to give my life in totality to God. What happened?
To sum it all up, I got tired of myself.
Yeah.
Um, I got tired of, I felt like I was living a double life, even though I justified it. Oh, I'm single. But the person that you portray that's happy is at home at night crying,
Yeah.
is in darkness, is, I want to say, sneaking around doing things that are not the person that you are.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to live a life where you're not true.
Yeah.
Like, the person that I am, the pastor, he said it at church last Sunday, or somebody said it. I think
Somebody said it.
somebody said it. I want to be an even better Chantal outside of being on camera, outside of what people can see.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just be someone for show. I don't want to
Yeah.
pretend. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And I had lost that because I was trying to become what I thought the world wanted me to be. And I had lost who Christ created.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got to get back to your roots.
I had to get back to my roots. So, I mean, 2023 was a pivotal year because God gave me a choice.
Okay.
Was I going to pick his light, or was I going to continue playing and living in Satan's darkness?
Okay.
And the first half of 2023, I chose Satan. I chose the dark.
Yeah.
Because I had lost, like, the person who I was so weak, and I was not reading. I had not opened a Bible.
Yeah.
So I didn't know God's word.
Yeah.
I was kind of going to church, but kind of not. And my prayer life weak. Spiritually, I was just malnourished.
So when did you decide that, okay, I'm going to pursue Christ now? I'm tired of the dark.
I hurt someone.
Yeah.
I hurt someone that I cared about and that was innocent.
Okay.
Due to my lack of self-control.
Okay.
And the Lord was really clear with me when he said, if you do not get a grasp in this area, which is lust, if you do not get a grasp, it'll be the death of you.
Yeah.
And is it worth trading your assignment, your destiny, your purpose over being around, like, being with a man? No. Nothing on this earth is worth sacrificing being in right standing with my Lord and Savior. And I didn't have that same mentality. I didn't have that same mindset. But it really took hurt for me to realize that I needed to change. I had been thinking that it was other people. And I really got down and said, Lord, remake me.
Yeah.
Remake me, prune me, whatever it is that's in me that's not of you, reveal it to me and give me the strength to let it go.
Yeah. So with that being said, clearly you started identifying certain habits that you needed to let go of. What was that like for relationships? And you even touched on your mindset, renewing your mind. Do you feel like there were a lot of additional things that you had to do in order to, be ready for what God was calling you into?
Yes, I had to remove a lot. It started off very subtle.
Okay.
I was at part of a challenge that one of my friends had hosted, and she said to go 40 days without secular music. First off, I'm like, I don't even know what secular music is.
Yeah.
So, I went the 40 days and only listened to music that glorified the Lord. And then when I went back to secular music, I'm like, wait, why are they only talking about drugs, sex, money, power?
Yeah.
Like, what is this glorifying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I had to let go of certain relationships that were no longer in alignment with me, and not even me, but with Christ, like, and the person that he was recreating.
Yeah.
It really revealed who loved Chantal and who was just with me because I was out. I was about. I was a good time when I was not sober.
Yeah.
I had to change that mindset to be, if I can't comfortably be somewhere in a sober state of mind, if I feel like I have to drink or be high to fit in, maybe I don't need to be there.
Yeah,
not even a maybe. I don't need it.
Yeah, because you're not
Because
gaining
He calls
anything.
us to be of sober mind.
Yeah.
So if I'm intoxicated and the Lord is trying to use me, I can't clearly hear Him because my mind is not sober, and I mean,
it's clouded.
It's clouded. My judgment is clouded.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. You know, it takes a lot of integrity to even make that decision.
Thank you.
Yeah, to be of the world but not a part of it, you know. So that's beautiful.
So, and I'm still fine tuning. Like, I'm still figuring out who this one. Like, I'm asking the Lord daily, like, who am I? And to reveal to me, because I don't want to be where, okay, I was all the way on one end of the spectrum, but now I'm overcorrected and I'm on the other. Like, Lord, help me with balance. Help me balance out who I'm supposed to be in this season and who I am in this world. And to be a light, you can't be a light if you're not around everybody.
Yeah,
if you're in your house all the time.
No, you can't. So yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. I really don't even know. I mean, you just said a lot, and I feel like there's so much more to even say. But it sounds like you really began to rededicate yourself to Him in a major way. And, you know, that's all He wants is for us to return from, leave that fallen state and really come back to Him, ready to just be renewed, ready to abide, ready to love Him the way that He deserves to be loved, because He truly does love us. And the fact that, you know, it took maybe lust or partying or edibles, whatever, for you to wake up and be like, this can't be my life. Yeah.
This is not me.
And it's not, you know.
After you have a wild night and you look at yourself in the mirror, I don't know if maybe I've looked at myself and been like, who are you? What are you doing? This is not you. This is not who Christ created you to be.
Yeah.
And just to wrap up, the woman that I am today, like, I spoke about it in your testimony, but to have freedom, like, He's delivered me in so many areas that we will get into those topics on other episodes. But I have freedom.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
I have freedom. I'm not ashamed. I don't have that fear. Like, the enemy, he can't hold anything over on me because I've already said it.
Yeah.
So, okay. This is the product of a woman who was baptized last year, and it was my second baptism. I got baptized in 2015, but the Lord called me to rededicate my life publicly. And, you know, since being in His Word, sitting at His feet, last year He even took me away I was away from social media for a good amount of time just to sit with Him and be with Him. And to be in this season now, I can't even believe it. I don't even know who this person is.
She's beautiful.
She has peace.
She has peace.
She has joy.
Yeah.
And she trusts in God's plan over her life. And even though she's in my flesh, I'm terrified to share my story and to be here, but it's bigger than me.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's others that have their own everybody has a testimony.
Yeah,
everybody has an encounter, and you never know how you can impact someone else. So.
You're right. Yeah. So I guess just last thing, just you've already kind of highlighted some of it, but what's next? If you could sum it up, like what's next for you right now?
What's next? Seeing where God goes, like continuing to be obedient, to continue to be surrendered. Today, not even today, but like at this point, I'm been abstinent for over 2 years. So that's a really big step for, especially the world, the culture that we live in.
Yeah.
And she's to continue walking with Him, and not just walking in the same direction, but at the same pace.
Yeah, absolutely.
So pace.
I knew what you meant.
So then when He says go, I'm like, okay, I'm not holding Him back. But when He says slow down and be still, then I'm also that in sync with Him. Yeah. So I thank you so much.
Girl, thank you. This has been refreshing. I just love seeing how God has transformed you from, you know, Chantal that was out there to Chantal that's renewed.
It was like shy Chantal to like out and about in the street Chantal.
Yeah.
This renewed version of both of those.
Yeah.
Both of those women.
And I love just being here, being able to be a witness to it. Ever since I've known you, like it's been a blessing in my life to see you and see how, you are a woman of integrity. You are very wise. You are very funny. And, you're one of the most caring people that I've ever met. So I love you. And I'm just so proud to see that, this is where you are right now,
This is where I was supposed to be.
Yeah. And, and I look forward to you guys even knowing our testimony on how we even got to this moment, because it is truly special. And if you would just never know that last year, yeah, we got some things to unfold.
Just to add, these 2 episodes are longer.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to really get into our testimonies and allow everyone to know us. And if you got any way that we can help, support, or pray with anyone, like we are always, our DM suddenly saved
on Instagram, on TikTok.
Yes. We are here because this is what it's all about. It's not for you to grow closer to Christ and then hold it all to yourself. It's to share others. It's to speak the word. This is what it looks like for us to pick up our crosses.
This is what it looks like to abide. This is what it looks like to be obedient. And this is what it looks like to love.
Love. Yes. Yeah. I love that.
I love that. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Suddenly Saved. We hope to see you guys soon.